Alrighty, so it's your boy Zxous. Don't mind the room being. I know some of you are saying, "Oh, my room's looking depressing now because the lights are off." I can have them on, but I prefer to have them off because these lights, as you guys see, are coming off soon. There's just no reason for it to be like that. That's LED lights. This is not. Come on now. Packages are coming in. I got my measuring tape and stuff like that. There's a lot of packages coming in soon because we're going to have to fix up my room. It's going to transform into my actual domain. As for the giveaway, I will be announcing the giveaway winner probably tomorrow. Right, that's going to be tomorrow's video. The giveaway winners will be tomorrow, and then on the Monday I'll probably have hopped on the winners accounts, bought them the skin, and then probably do like the one multi or the two multis for them or whatever they want me to do with it. If they want me to summon, then I'll summon. If they don't, then I won't. But I will be doing the video of me actually going onto their account and getting them the Cinderella skin. Right, so you still have a time to enter. Right, today is essentially the last day for that. Today is the last day, and yeah, let's talk about what we're here for, which is Flora. We're doing a tier list on Flora, right? Not a tier list, but we're ranking her on the overall tier list. So this is the overall tier list that we've had updated with Grave, right? Grave is the character that we added here last. A lot of people do agree with this tier list, right? The only thing that people, I guess, said to switch out would be these two. Probably not. I've seen some people say that, some people not. I would never put, I mean, Scarlet Black Shadow is very good, don't get me wrong, but I think Litter is kind of like a staple on every team as that burst one slot character. Like, you have D Killer Wife too, don't get me wrong, but I think she is. As for Flora, I think she's an okay character. I don't think she's actually bad. Genuinely, I think if she was a character who had a 20-second cooldown, she would probably have been in that good tier, because I'm not gonna lie, her heals are pretty efficient. All right, her stack buff is kind of great, her shield is pretty good, and then again the true damage is pretty good, because I guess what they want you to do is run her with Rouge, right? The good thing about Rouge is when you use Rouge's burst skill, Rouge actually, or they don't want you to run her with Rouge, but the team comp that they want you to run her with kind of includes Rouge. And the thing about Rouge is literally when you use her burst skill, she makes it that all allies lose HP. They gain HP, but they don't like restore the HP with it, so they're losing HP, right? So by having that, you're guaranteed getting the shield, right? After you get to like maybe this part of Rouge's burst skill or whatever, but you're definitely getting the first part of this skill here and there, not as efficient, but it's only 90%, so you're probably going to get it on the second activation right here, right? But you're definitely getting the true damage buff every burst rotation, and then anytime they just like lose HP and then heal back up, you're getting that, so that's only good. The only downside I have for Flora is the simple fact that she works for two characters, and even still, when it comes to these quote-unquote two characters, you're not putting her on the team for Laplace, right? Like, I understand Laplace is a true damage character with her burst skill. Yeah, I get that, but my thing is, you're not putting her on the team for Laplace. You're putting her on the team for Ein, right? Like, it's kind of as clear as day that she's going on there for Ein. Ein guaranteed is doing attacks as true damage the entire game, right? The entire game, Ein is doing true damage, while Laplace is only doing it every 40 seconds, right? So it's like, it's as clear as day you're putting her on the team for Ein, right? Which would make sense since Ein is an electric character. Now the stacking, again, it's not for Ein. Ein doesn't have any stacking abilities, so I'm not sure why they gave her that. I mean, I don't think it was a problem since I do feel like the electrical didn't have a stacker like that. So yeah, she's good for Exia, she's good for Cinderella, she's good for Scarlet, she's good for any of these characters that have these stacking mechanics. She's very good for them. But I do think she was a good addition to the electric team. I think she's a pretty good healer. I do also think that what would I have changed? Literally, I think her being a 40-second is, I think we can all agree, her being a 40-second character was the only thing that like kind of like dropped her down, because there's already no real reason to use her since she is mainly just a healer. And not only that, she's not like healing not Cinderella, Crown in the way you want Crown to be healed, right? I feel like when healers drop everybody's first character, like the first thing people think is, okay, does she work with Crown? Could she get this one part of Crown skill off like some other characters? This one, right? Because she recovers, she gives an attack damage buff when you heal her, right? The thing is, it has to be a constant heal. The problem with Flora is that she puts on this heal and it's a permanent buff, like it's permanently on them. That's the only issue. So it's not reactivating on Crown, meaning it's not like, it's literally just not reactivating on Crown, right? So I'm not sure. I actually haven't even tested that myself yet. I should probably have tested that. Let me go test that right now. All right, y'all, so we're in here. We're gonna take a look and see if Flora helps Crown keep it up, right? I feel like if it does, then that's, you know, quite good, because that's going to help out any other characters who have that type of effect like Crown. But when we get healed there, which we are getting healed, we have it, royal attire. But the thing is, look, we're constantly getting healed, right? And we're not refreshing on royal attire. So my thing is, this is a permanent buff that's on her, right? So after the since it's every 1 second, after this, right, after the 3 seconds, does it reproc? Right, that's my only concern, right? So right now, 1 more second. So did it reproc? It didn't. And you guys can see there, like, she's constantly healing now. She's literally healing every second. Guaranteed she's just healing every second, which is a cool mechanic, but it's literally not reapplying the attack damage, because it says activates when recovery takes effect. Yes, recovery is taking effect, but essentially what that means is it only works when she is re-getting healed, not when she has a buff. This is a passive on her that's constantly healing her every second. So the first time it's applied, then sure, after that first 7 seconds, if you're using her as your main healer, you're not getting far with Crown, right? That's just it. Like, we can go this entire game. The only way is if we use her burst skill, and then even still, if we use her burst skill, we're not using Crown's burst skill. So that's like the only issue. But if you look here, right, if I use her burst skill instead of Crown's, she heals on her burst skill, right? So if we go back to Crown now, you're gonna notice Crown has royal attire again, right here, because she heals on her burst skill. But again, her burst skill is on a 40-second cooldown. So you kind of can see why it's like not that great of a heal. I mean, it's a great heal. Like, I feel like she's healing, what, 11k? This is a level 200 one, but 11k every second. That's 100k every 10 seconds, right? I mean, that could be even higher depending on how you build her and stuff. So, I feel like they did good with the character. They just didn't think about this. Now, obviously, I don't expect them to make a character and consider freaking Crown, right? But because it doesn't work with Crown, anybody else that has this type of effect is like, she's not working there, and she's a pretty good healer. So I'm gonna actually slap her in the mid tier. I don't think she's useless. I think she has a lot of use. I do think I can see her being very viable for things like any future true DPS characters. I can see her being there. I can see her being as a very good healer, right? Like, when I get her, I can make her a very, 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 very powerful healer, especially since she's healing once every every second. The only thing is she's only healing the people who's beside her, so she's not healing the entire team. It's just the people who are beside her. I could have her in Rip, right? But I don't think she's a useless character, right? I just don't. Stack up. This is very good for electric codes. That's a huge buff. This is going to be very good for whoever she's beside. This is okay for any true damage characters. And then this right here, her shield and the true damage buff is pretty good, right? I'm not going to say she's I would say she's good, but even I don't agree with that. I would say she's mid, but I wouldn't say she's Rip. Like, Rip is for the useless characters. Everybody in Rip is a useless character, right? Like, the only one in Rip that I would probably put up is this D, but like, again, we don't need her nowadays because anomaly interception is the thing now, not regular interception. So like, everybody else here, this is what I would say. I would put her in the mid tier. So if you guys agree with me, you agree with me. If you don't, you don't. She definitely has use. Nobody's gonna take this away from her. Her first and second skill are beyond broken, right? The only problem is her burst skill. And that's all, just 40-second cooldown, like I've been saying, right? But her first and second skill are very, very good. If they gave that to a character on the 20-second cooldown, yeah, she would definitely be in that good tier. But hey, you guys let me know what you think, right? If you agree, then like the video. If you don't, then you don't. It's fine. Like I said, the giveaway winners will be announced tomorrow. So this is the last day. The title is probably going to be last day for free Cinderella skins plus ranking of Flora, whatever, right? But this is the last day of the actual giveaway. So if you guys go to the original giveaway video, I'll probably leave the link down below in the comment section. If you haven't entered and you want to enter a chance of winning Cinderella skin, you guys can go ahead and do that. But by the end of today, the end of what, November 23rd, that is when the giveaway closes, and by Monday I should be shipping out the skins to the winners. But yeah, I'll announce them tomorrow. It's your boy Zxous. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.